What's up YouTube? Ricky from Garage Gym Gainz here. Today we're doing this a little bit differently because we're celebrating 100 subscribers. We're doing a garage gym tour. Now I had one on my old channel, but this is the new channel, so we're gonna look at it again. First thing first, let's start right here with the Accurate digital clock. I love it, has the temperature, has today's date and today's time, 6:34 p.m. Moving over to one of the mini wall control units. This one is kind of a catch-all for some random stuff. We have some real cheap barbell collars right here. They're okay, they have the rubber on the inside, better than some of the other options. We have my favorite barbell collars right here, the red and black splash from Rogue. Those are about $65, but they're totally worth it. We have a scrub brush that I'm supposed to be using on the bars, and I don't because I guess I'm a bad bar dad. I've got these Stoic wrist wraps right here. I use those quite a bit. These have pretty much never been used. Lauren, the fiance, wanted to get them for some kickbacks. We just haven't used them yet. Rogue Matador hangs out right here. I'll show you where it used to be, but for now it's on the wall control unit. It is still pretty sturdy. I mean, this thing weighs like 35 pounds and it stays on there pretty great. As I said that, I did unhook it here, hooks right back in. We're good to go there. Looking down here, we've got the Stoic knee sleeves, by far my favorite sleeve. As you can see, Stoic wrist wraps, Stoic singlet. I really like Stoic. I have the Sabo Deadlift Pro 2s, I believe. Really like those as well. I do pull sumo and they're great for the side-to-side stability. Reebok Legacy Lifter 2s, I believe. Great for squats. I'm a quad dominant squatter, so I like to have a little bit of a heel. There's some BFR leg bands that honestly I don't use. Knee sleeves, or knee wraps rather, from I think Dumbbells Fitness. They're great, I just don't use knee wraps. Moving on to perhaps the centerpiece of this whole ordeal, we have the Rogue RM4 Monster Rack 2.0. So the RM4 portion means it's the Rogue Monster Rack, but it's the depth of 41 inches as opposed to the 30 inches. I originally wanted the 30 inch. It was out of stock, yada yada, had to go with the big boy. Long story short, I'm glad I did. Inside, we have the Rep Fitness FB 5000. It does have the wide pad on it. I absolutely love that bench. Flat bench is my favorite movement, and that's my favorite bench to do it on. Moving on to some of the accessories on the rack, I did go with the Monster 2.0 J-Cups, or the Sandwich J-Cups, whatever they're called. They cost quite a bit of an upgrade. Probably skip those, just go with the normal Sandwich J-Cups. They're gonna be plenty. But over here, we have the Titan Fitness Roller J-Cups. They are the Titan series. They fit onto the Monster Rack. Great. I did go with the strap safeties, as you can see. Let's roll over to the Rogue landmine that we've got down here. It is a really good landmine, but as you can see by the dust on it, I've used it maybe 2 or 3 times, but the times I have used it, it's worked great. That's pretty much it for the rack accessories. I do have a little Amazon foam roller back here that I'm pretty sure has not been used a single time. So there's that. Coming around to the side here, we have probably my favorite piece. It's the collection of barbells that we have so far hanging out on the wall here. So to start off with, obviously the most important part, that is a flag nor fail, good days only flag behind this collection, but we have the Rogue Gun Rack version 2, I believe. It does have the plastic in there because you want to protect your bars, protect the knurling, all that good stuff. But if we start up top, we have the classic Rogue Fitness Ohio Power Bar. This one is in the black Cerakote finish. It looks very well. Right below, we have that bar's brother, the Bare Steel Rogue Ohio Power Bar. So it's literally the exact same bar with a different finish. As you can probably tell, I don't do a very good job of maintaining my bars. Like I said before, I haven't been oiling them, so I do have a little bit of surface rust on there. Nothing that's past the point where I could just clean it up and it should restore pretty well, but there's that. Kabuki Cadillac bar is underneath. I really enjoy this bar. I went back and forth on it for a few weeks because, as you know, it's kind of an expensive bar for what you can use it for, but Like I said earlier, bench press is my favorite lift. If I can gain even 5%, it's totally worth it. Texas Power Bars, Texas Deadlift bar right here. It's the black zinc with the chrome sleeves, I believe. Yeah, chrome sleeves. Really love this bar. I mean, Texas Deadlift bar, it's kind of hard to go wrong with that. I have already scratched it up a little bit. If you check over here, that was actually the first day. The first day I got it, I had about 2 plates on there. I let it roll off the deadlift platform and it rolled into another piece of equipment and I got my first scratch on it. It does have a little bit of a patina already on the black zinc. That's kind of more what it looks like to begin with. If you roll it over, it's a little bit lighter color. Not really sure where that's going to end up going, but it is what it is. Below that, one of my favorite bars, the ISF squat bar. I do enjoy to squat, and this bar is fantastic. It's stiffer. It's a 32 millimeter bar as opposed to the 29 millimeter on the Rogue Ohio Power Bar. And the knurling is going to go all the way across the entire bar. If you take a look at how much room is left on the ends compared to the Rogue Ohio Power Bar, you're going to see you have an extra couple inches, and that's a pretty big deal. It's going to help you get in and out of the squat rack a lot easier without banging the weights around on the side. Below that, we have the Titan Fitness Safety Squat Bar version 2. Plenty of reviews on here. I've done one as well, along with a lot of the other equipment that's in here, but I think it's a great safety squat bar. It's pretty cheap and pretty good option for most people. Below that, with the tornado hooks here, that was actually Alex's idea to hang the Titan Fitness cambered squat bar down there. It turned out really good and it kept all my walls on my bar. All my bars on one wall, which is pretty sweet. Down here, we have the power blocks. These are, I believe, the Elites. They're 5 through 90. These little adder weights in the middle drop into the handle itself, and you can go up by 2.5 pound increments. I really like these power blocks. If you get them new, if you catch them online, they're around $600. They come with the stand. I think that's about $150 extra. But it's decently stable, or stable enough that it beats grabbing them off the floor. They look cool, and you're gonna save a lot of space compared to getting a full run of dumbbells. All in all, those are pretty sweet. But let's move over to one of my other favorite pieces in the gym. I keep saying this is my favorite piece, and I have a lot of favorite pieces, I guess. But this is the CFF vertical plate storage with the Rogue calibrated plates. I love these plates. They're not really any better than any other plate, other than they're super accurate. You can fit a bunch on the bar, which I actually don't need to do yet, but they also look really cool. You're gonna get more likes on Instagram. It's scientifically proven, and that means more gains. So we have the reds on the bottom. I should probably move those to the middle, but I haven't yet. Got some blues, greens, yellows, greens, 410s, and then these little guys just came in. I've been waiting like 6 months for them. It was my last video if you saw that. We have the Rogue 5 pound calibrated plates, and then these fancy 2.5s. Very reflective, which is always cool. Haven't used them yet, just unboxed them last night. And then we got the little 1 pounders, mostly as a conversation piece. They have 1/2 pound and 1/4 pound as well. I just thought that was a little excessive because, let's be honest, I'm not gonna use the 1 pounders anyways. I think altogether the weight, it's somewhere, with a bar, it would be around 800 to 850 pounds. So that's plenty so far. Coming over here, the first thing we have is the wall control unit. I absolutely love these. I got mine from Amazon. As you can see in the corner, I do have another that I will be hanging up. So I have most of the lat pull down attachments on here. I do have some of the Walmart knockoff mag grips down below. Those are pretty sweet. I like using those quite a bit. They're literally a fraction of the cost as mag grips. Mag grips are about 70 bucks a piece. That was $129 for 5 of them. So they're not quite as good, but they're gonna be good enough for most people. I do have the Captains of Crush grippers. I have the Guide Sport Trainer, and then 1 through 2.5, I believe. I need to use them a little bit more, but they're a lot of fun. It's something you can do on your rest days or while you're driving, but I have all of them over here because it looks neat and I like them. The Titan Fitness Lat Pulldown. This is obviously the pin loaded, selectorized, it goes up to 300 pounds, which is pretty legit. I like this so much more than using a plate loaded version because 1, you don't have to drag your plates over, 2, it's easier to drop weight, 3, it looks better, and 4, it's just awesome. So it's gonna have the high row up here. It's gonna have the low row down there. Honestly, I don't use the low row that much, mostly because when I was putting this together, I didn't check to make sure that the pulley was on, or the cable was on the pulley. I ended up pulling some of the coating off. I could probably fix it or just contact Titan. I'm sure they would send a replacement. I just haven't done that yet, but I really don't do very many seated cable rows anyways, so not that big of a deal. I do love it for pull downs and push downs, totally worth the space. Moving on, we have one of the newest additions to the gym. We have the Rep 3100 adjustable bench. I like this thing a lot. I haven't had much of a chance to use it just yet, but so far I really like it. It has that same grippy pad that the FB 5000 does, which is obviously a great pad. A lot of people have already talked about that. Coming over to here, this is one of the most probably odd pieces that I have in here. It's the Titan Fitness HP&D. Obviously it's a straight ripoff of the reverse hyper, but we'll save that for another day. I really like this. I ended up hurting my back, and while I was at the gym, I kind of purchased it out of spite. I was feeling bad for myself, and I was like, I don't want this to happen again, and I was like, order. And then it got here a little while later, my back was fine, I built it, and now I haven't used it as much as I probably should, but I have read enough stories about it helping people's back problems that I'm gonna give it a shot. I know it's a little controversial. Some people live by it, other people hate it, but that's what that is. In the corner there, if you can look past all the dirt, you can see the subwoofer. We'll get to the other part of that in just a second, but that's where the bass is booming from. Up top here, we have a Rogue belt hanger and band hanger. My favorite piece from this guy is my custom Pioneer belt. It's 13 millimeter suede on both sides. It's the white with red and black splatter paint. And then on the inside, it has a little motivation on there. It's on the inside because you can still wear it in competition and they won't give you any crap because it's on the inside. Nobody's gonna see it. That's what that is. A couple random belts. We have a weight belt. We have some Rogue monster bands. I have the greens, the blues, the reds. These are some gym hemp straps. Easily the best straps in the game. Check those out on gymhemp.com. They're made out of hemp, so they're gonna be antimicrobial and 3 times stronger than cotton. Lauren's belt's right in here. We have a jump rope that I think has been used twice, but I thought I needed more stuff to put on this hanger. Turns out I didn't. Right here, we have the Mark Bell slingshot, the original in red. I like that a lot. Obviously, whenever I use that, I get about 10% more than my 1RM, so it's good for some overreaching work. Don't use it all the time, and don't count slingshot PRs as your actual bench PRs because that drives me insane. But looking up top here, we do have the TV. It's like a 43-inch Insignia or something like that. That's what I play Spotify off of onto the sound bar right here. These mirrors came from Home Depot and they totally changed the space. One of the first things that Lauren and I did was we painted the walls. Well, first we cleaned out the garage, we painted the walls. One of the next construction-y things we did was get the mirrors in here, and it completely changed the entire space. If you look over to the side, we do have the thing that keeps us all sane. The space heater, it works okay. It's enough to take the edge off, but I wish we had some type of split system in here that would work a lot better and it'd also keep it cool at the same time. Deadlift platform, I still need to get the decal in the middle, but I built this for like $125. It's super easy. I totally recommend you do it. Home Depot will even cut the wood for you, so it's pretty simple. You're just screwing stuff together. The band hooks on there are from Titan Fitness. They're super heavy duty. I want to say they're about 10 pounds a piece, and they're only like 60 bucks. While we're down here, we'll take a look at the floor. Horse stall mats from Tractor Supply, as most people usually do. Absolutely love them. They do the job. They're about $40 a piece, but they're totally worth it. They're going to be 4x6. They are pretty heavy and they're kind of a pain in the butt to cut, but once you get everything in here, it's totally going to change the atmosphere. We have banners all around here. I won't point out each individual one, but mostly they're from Flag Nor Fail. They're from A7. We have a banner from Westside Barbell that says "Weak Things Break," which is very cool. Obviously, we have a couple more spots, but we are almost to the conclusion of the tour, so we'll end you with this pretty cool little piece. These are the PR lights. This thing was only like $10 on Amazon, and it's absolutely amazing. Occasionally we'll get some EDM going. We'll throw this light on. It's just a good time. Probably one of the best parts in here, but thank you for watching the tour of the garage gym. In my opinion, it's one of the better layouts that I've seen, mostly because most people aren't crazy enough to do a garage gym in a single car garage. Usually they're 2 or 3 cars, which is definitely what I wish I had. But this is my $12,000 garage gym. If you want to subscribe, there's going to be a lot more garage gym content coming soon. We do have the podcast as well, Garage Gym Gainz on Spotify. It'll be on Apple Music soon. Instagram, Garage Gym Gainz. You get the idea. Like the video if you found it helpful, inspiring, or entertaining, and we'll catch you next time.